video, I'm going to walk you through how to fit your basic bilevel mask. I have the Paykel 431 full face mask and the ResMed Quattro full face mask. I realize you might have different face masks at home, but this video is just some basic instructions on how to get a mask to fit properly. The Paykel mask has 6 points on where you can adjust the Velcro. There's 2 that go along the forehead, 2 at the crown of the head, and 2 that go behind the neck. So there's a few things that I want you to do when you're fitting your face mask. With the Paykel one, the seal goes underneath the chin and then onto the nose, and then we're gonna adjust the headgear. So the mask is just gonna go underneath the chin and then up onto the bridge of the nose. You'll bring the headgear around. At this stage, you might want to turn on the bilevel machine so that you have air flowing. When you adjust the mask, you want to adjust the Velcro symmetrically. I suggest taking both pieces off at the same time and fixing them at the same time, making sure that the Velcro is attached to the headgear. There's also, on this particular mask, Velcro at the very crown of the head. And once again, you just take that off and move. When the machine's on, you're gonna check for leaks in the bridge of the nose, making sure that there's no constant leak going into the eyes. If there's a constant leak going into the eyes, it will dry your eyes out and cause problems, so we really wanna be mindful that there's no air leak in the eyes. A little bit of air leak around the cheeks or under the chin is okay. Preferable not to have the air leak there, but the masks aren't gonna fit everyone's face perfectly all the time. So once again, just making sure all your Velcro is symmetrical on both sides, that's going to help eliminate pressure sores from having the mask on. The mask should fit comfortably, snug enough so that there's no leak into the eyes or around the cheeks or under the chin. However, when you take the mask off, we don't want marks around the face leading to pressure sores. Okay, this is the ResMed Quattro mask. So on this mask, there's 2 clips on the front. So those just come out. This mask, instead of going under the chin, it's gonna sit in the inside of the chin, just right below the bottom lip, and then we're gonna put it on the bridge of the nose. So just fitting right here onto the bridge of the nose. The headgear comes behind. And now there's 2 clips. Once again, we want the mask fitting so that there's no leak into the eyes. A little bit around the cheeks and below the chin is okay, but we do have the straps that we're able to adjust to help with the leak. On the bridge of the nose, on this mask in particular, the dial twists. What that dial does is it alleviates pressure on the bridge of the nose. So we don't want puckering on the seal right on the bridge of the nose. So we're just gonna relieve some pressure off the bridge of the nose. Still checking that there's no leak going into the eyes when we do that. If you need to make adjustments on the headgear, we suggest you make minor adjustments. Minor adjustments mean you take the Velcro off on both sides and maybe just move it 1 millimeter on each side. Check again that there's no leak going into the eye and there's no puckering on the bridge of the nose. And the same into the cheeks. Just minor adjustments make a very big difference when it comes to leaks. So just taking the Velcro off ever so slightly, adjusting it maybe 1 millimeter on each side, and then refastening the Velcro. Your pipette mask does require some general maintenance. Daily maintenance would include wiping down the seals with a soapy wet cloth. So on both masks, depending what mask you have, it would just be wiping down the seal. And then once a week, removing the seal and washing it with warm soapy water, non-antibacterial, non-scented soap. I'll go over how to change the seals in a moment. So once again, just wiping down the seal after every use. That's gonna get rid of the oils on the seal that are built up from our skin that transfer onto the seal. And with a buildup of oil oils on the seal and the seal just being soiled, it can affect how the mask fits on our face. So just daily, after every use, wipe the seal down with a soapy wet cloth. The headgear on the mask can be also washed with warm soapy water and then air dry. You can put your headgear in the washing machine, but do not put it in the dryer. Your headgear does have some elastic in it, and the elastic does wear out. We suggest looking at your mask for wear and tear and replacing your mask approximately 6 months to every 12 months, depending on your use. To take the seal off, you have the clips on the front of the mask, and you're just going to press those in with your fingers. And as you press them in, the seal comes off. This seal comes in a few pieces. So the green piece comes away from the seal of the mask. Both pieces can be washed with warm soapy water, non-scented, non-antibacterial soap. When they're clean and dry, the green piece goes back into the seal of the mask. Now in this seal, it's hard to see, but there's a little lip there. So this green hard plastic goes between the lip, and you just want to make sure that the seal is sealed before you put it back into the mask. So we're just using our fingers to go around the edges, putting the hard plastic green part in between the seal. So that looks the same as when it did before, and then it clips back into the hard plastic portion of your mask. You should hear a click. It's quite often that when we take the masks apart to clean them, that when they get put back together, they don't get put back together as tightly as they can. And you'll notice that as soon as you hook your bilevel machine up and the pressure start going through, you'll be able to feel the leak. And normally all that is just a piece wasn't locked down tight enough, or there's just a little bit of gap. So you just want to make sure that everything goes back together as tight as it can, and that there's no leaks coming out of your seal when you have your mask on. For the Fisher Paykel mask, it's very similar. The headgear, the same rules apply. You can wash the headgear with warm soapy water and just air dry, or you can put it in the washing machine. Once again, don't put it in the dryer. And the same for all the masks. The headgear does have some elasticity in it. And if you're using it every day or every night, just check it and replace it every 6 to 12 months. The seal comes apart. There's no clips. So you're just going to gently take the seal out, and your mask will be in 2 pieces. The seal can be washed with warm soapy water, non-scented, non-antibacterial soap. Once it's clean and dry and it's ready to go back in, this mask has an outer lip and an inner lip, and the seal is going to sit nicely between both of those lips. So starting at the bridge of the nose, or the bridge of the mask, it's a good place to start. And you get that firmly, and then just using your fingers, feed the seal in between the 2 lips, nice and snug. And just making sure it's firmly between the two lips, and your mask is ready for use again. So a very quick overview. Know how your face mask is supposed to fit, whether it's supposed to fit under the chin or on top of the chin. All the masks fit slightly different. If you're not sure, please call the PROP office, and one of the RTs will walk you through how your specific mask is supposed to fit to your face. But general guidelines are when you're adjusting the straps, adjust them symmetrically, moving them only 1 millimeter on each side at a time. The seal of your mask should be wiped down after every use and cleaned once a week with warm soapy water, non-scented, non-antibacterial soap. The headgear of your mask can be washed weekly as well, and that can either be washed with the warm soapy water or in the washing machine. However, if you wash your headgear in the washing machine, please don't put it in the dryer. Please inspect your mask weekly for any tears in the seal or wear down of the headgear, and replace your mask every 6 to 12 months or as needed.